EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Herbert off of play action. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that one.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, coming into the game, the defense knew they had to provide an excellent pass rush, but not provide any gaps because he's really strong with his legs. How about that confidence booster there on the first defensive drive of the game? They know they can get to him now.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So this game of art, Charles, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Penix. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Penix going to sneak it, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Michael Penix with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Rams are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Now for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And able to get this out to the 25. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Robinson, he'll try the left side. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Option play. Here's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here is 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Now this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Out of the gun, Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Robinson's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are once again back in front. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 10 to 7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw with Penix. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Penix working out of the gun here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had no command that time, man. They put a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Penix. That is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Looking to throw, Penix. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again is Penix. Pass complete there to McClure. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 19. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To the air, Penix. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Michael Penix. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
From the 50, here's Herbert. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's Herbert. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. Touchdown, Chargers. McCarthy as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here now, 2nd and 4. And looking to throw, Penix. That's laid out deep for Rice. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, But sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and it certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A short throw caught by Andrews. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Now back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
He's got his target. That's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix.
That'll be caught by Rice.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a handoff up the middle.
Golden.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and a couple. Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and a give to Robinson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Here's Herbert. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Robinson on a give right side. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Flushed out right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Up the middle they go. Golden. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll keep it on the ground. Golden. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Here's Penix. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
They'll set up a throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
On first down, Golden. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll throw with Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On third down, Penix from the gun.
This is caught.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here's 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Herbert sets up the screen to Robinson. Finding room at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. Throwing, Herbert. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Herbert. Buying time to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Now 2nd and 4. Now Herbert. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
On third down, Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now first and goal. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Herbert going to throw. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Now it's Herbert. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. This is first and 10. Back to throw. That's complete to Cow. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Here's first down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. They'll come up first and 10 here. Back to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Another try, second and 10 now. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So we race the flag. They decline it.